What's good, everyone? I'm here today with a trade recap on April 2nd, 2026. This is my first trade of the month, and it ended up being a break-even trade. Now, let me just mark out this previous day high here. The reason I have 3 charts open is because I ended up taking this on micros. I took it with 4 micros, as you can see here, because it was like a 90-point stop loss. I didn't want to, do a like $2,000 risk. That would have I don't even have a 2K balance in my account. Here's proof of P&L that I did get break even. Here's my account balance. It would have blown my account eval if it hit my stop loss. So I just wanted to risk half of that instead. So I just put 4 micros on it. That's like $700 around. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. First, I'm gonna just break down the whole day. Let me remove this micro chart because I'm just breaking it down. I'm gonna break down the whole day and then get into the trade that I took. I'm gonna get into a trade that I should have taken. And yeah. So coming into the day, overall for the week, I am bearish. Reason being that, we're still in this downtrend and we haven't taken liquidity yet. Like, yes, we took these lows, but this low is right here. Should be taken. It wasn't taken on ES either. So if we start getting some displacement higher, it doesn't really matter to me until we take this sell side liquidity. Now, however, we did trade into this bullish daily gap overnight, and we had like this big leg. So it's expected that we don't just like shoot back through it. So honestly, I should have been more bearish than I was bullish. That's on me. Especially the structure just did look bullish. I did expect to see us rebalance this range. I would have preferred to fill this 4-hour gap, maybe even hit this one and get a short from there instead of longing to it. But I did expect longs to happen just because prior to market open, this 4-hour gap wasn't filled and this one wasn't either. So it's expected that we rebalance, especially after, hitting the 50% point of such a big range like this. So that's on me. I should have been leaning bullish. I would have been more confident in taking this trade. Now, what this trade was is there's this low inside of this 15-minute gap, and somewhere over here there was an equal high. It was right here. This high equal with this high. So that's a good internal target for myself. At market open, we shot up, didn't take it yet. ES did take it, I think. No, ES didn't take it either. But that doesn't matter because the equal high is on NQ. And then swept out this low. And there was this 1-minute inversion over here. Well, it was, was it a 1 minute? Yeah, it was a 1-minute inversion. And I didn't like this inversion because it would have looked something like this. I didn't like it because there was a 3-minute in this leg too. Now you can say like, oh, this little high made, that means this is a new manipulation leg, but this isn't a prominent enough of like a retrace for this to be a new manipulation leg. I would count this whole entire leg as the manipulation leg. So I would have wanted to wait for this 3-minute. But by then, this 5-minute opened up, so the inversion would have been this 5-minute. And the reason I didn't take this trade was because the RR to this equal high was too low for me to take. I want my stop loss to be at this low just because that's like the furthest point I expect it to go. But that was on me because I was expecting to see a retrace all the way to here and here. So I should have extended my trade to there and targeted that, which is a 4-hour gap. Now, this 4-hour gap on ES, I think it was taken first. Somewhere here. So it would have looked something like this. let's say I would have manually closed it because ES hit the 4 hour gap first, and it would have looked something like that. And this is what I should have taken. It is on me for not taking it because I just completely forgot that I'm targeting this overall and was only paying attention to the internal target. I could have went break even when ES took this, swept out this high, would have been like around here, wouldn't have retraced to break even, and it would have hit TP. That's all good. That's on me. I just wasn't paying it. Like, I was paying attention, just like forgot about the fact that I was targeting this. But that's fine. Missed out on that. And after that, I wanted to short off of here, but after seeing this type of displacement, we weren't making reversal structure. If like price was setting up to reverse, it would have looked something like this. Made retraces, and then hit that high, got an inversion here, started displacing lower, and we would have had like, let's say an equal low over here, or like LRL, got an inversion over here, and it would have looked something like that. But instead, we just displaced higher strongly. So after that, I didn't expect us to reverse off of here anymore. I expected us to continue up, but there weren't really any highs to target. So I didn't think I would be taking a trade anymore after this. Then after that, we started getting closer to previous day high. Like, as you can see, ES was literally like one candle away from hitting previous day high. So after that, that was a valid target for me. So I waited to get a pullback to this 5-minute gap, and highest time frame inversion was this 2-minute. The only thing that like sussed me out was the fact that we've already displaced 600 points for the day. So I was like, okay, if this inversion gives me a weak close, I'm not going to take it. But if it's a nice close, I will get into it. And the close was good. It was pretty strong, so I got in. And then it started chopping around, which I should have honestly expected because, well, we just displaced 600 points. It's going to chop. It has to, like, reaccumulate. And then it chopped, hit my break-even point, and then stopped me break-even. Honestly, I'm glad that it stopped me break-even because I should have honestly expected the chop. But it's all good. All a learning experience. And, yeah. Especially after this type of displacement, I should have probably waited for a 15-minute gap to open up and then waited for the retrace to that to get that long since we were so overextended, like no 15-minute rebounds. And by then it would have been past 11. I wouldn't even have taken this trade. So thankfully it did end up being a break even and not a loss. So it was an okay trade. Looking back at it now, I shouldn't have taken it. And I should have taken this one. This one was obvious. It's just my fault that I was only paying attention to the internal target and not my whole external rebalance draw. Just only thing I could have made it better is if I was higher time frame bullish. I am still higher time frame bearish. Just like expected a rebalance. So, but this setup was definitely still better than this one. Should have been in it, but it's all good. I think it is my fault. I should have been backtesting more, and I think if I had been backtesting more, I wouldn't have missed a setup like that. I would have been more aware of what was going on. So I need to get back into backtesting. I am on spring break now, so I have a lot of time. So I will be spending more time backtesting, seeing what I can add to the model, and just making sure I'm in tune with what I currently trade. Because especially having a very low trade frequency, you know, you don't see that many trades happen, so you kind of forget, you lose your attention. So that's just something I need to work on. And yeah, break-even day to start off the month of April. And I am planning on opening a live account just because, like, I know I'm disciplined. I know I can follow my rules. I just hate the idea of funded accounts. Like, even though I've been following my rules, I've been stuck on this eval for 2 months. I started this at the start of February, and I've been stuck on it for 2 months just because trade frequency is low. So it kind of gets into my head that, like, oh, okay, like I can win 3 trades in a row, and all that does, or I can win 4 trades in a row. All that does is pass my eval. Then I have to win another 5 trades. And like, let's say, losses happen. It'll take like 8 trades for me to get a payout on a funded account. And with how my trade frequency has been so low lately, I only take like 1 or 2 trades a month, which sucks. It ends up taking a long time. So I just thought, okay, why not open a little $1,000 live account? I'm starting at 1,000 just to see how my mental is, adjust to it, because I've never traded with live of my own money. I've only traded on funded accounts. So try that out. I don't have to worry about any consistency rules or benchmark days. And then slowly scale the account up, especially in this low frequency trading stage that I'm in. Slowly, as I get more comfortable with it, I can deposit more money into it, or just as the account grows too, it'll get a bigger balance. I'm not really going to be withdrawing anything from it. And then once my trade frequency starts getting better and improving, just price action gets more favorable for my model, and I learn my model better, adjust to the market conditions, my fundeds will start scaling up. That'll be happening faster. I'll be passing evals faster, getting payouts faster, and then I can scale up my fundeds too, and then be trading them side by side, because I do have a copy trader, so I can trade them side by side together. And yeah, I will scale up fundeds. I guess part of my funded payouts will go towards my live account, slowly scaling it up. I'll take advantage of the next period that I get where my trading is going very well, so that the next time that I have low trade frequency again, because it happens, there's seasons to trading, there's cycles in the market, I can have a bigger live account balance. Let's say right now it's 1K, and then I have like 6 months of very good trading on funded to make a lot of money. And then at the end of that period, it's like a 15K account, for example. Let's say even 20K. Maybe I'm pushing it, but let's just say it's 20K. If I'm risking like 1K per trade, that's around 1.5K to 2K per win. Let's say I take even 2 trades a month or 3 trades a month, 2 wins, 1 loss. That's still a 2K profit for the month. That's not bad. Not bad at all. For a bad month, 2K for the month, not too shabby. And that's just with the 20K account. Now imagine it scaled up more. And at some point in the future, when it's such a big account, I won't even be caring about those low frequency months, because your win rate is high, and you don't really care because you still end up getting like a 10, 20K month, even with that low trade frequency. But that's, long down the road. I am looking to do trading as a career for my whole life, so I have to think of it long term. And long term, that's how it is. I just got to scale up, keep doing exactly what I'm doing. Just if I had more capital, it would obviously be better. So start that. I would rather start that live journey now and slowly scale that up. And yeah, I'm going to do a Trade Evade account. I think it takes like a week or 2 to deposit money. I haven't checked yet, so I'll keep you guys updated on the YouTube videos. Now, I'll figure that out today, and then tomorrow, if I take a trade, I'll explain what I did tomorrow. If not, then I'll post a weekly recap either tomorrow or on Saturday. Because for now, this is the only trade that I've taken for the week. And yeah, that's it for the day. And I'll see you guys next video, which is in a day or 2, and I'll explain everything. So see you guys.